guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on the ultimate drugstore starter kit for beginners. So I did a video like this about a year and a half ago already. I cannot believe how fast time goes by, but I wanted to update you guys on these products. Basically, these are just products that I feel like if you're a beginner, you absolutely need to have them in your life. These are some of my holy grails, and I don't actually have a ton of things. I just have things that the products that I have here are basically just products that anybody could use just to create a very neutral everyday look, and so I have something basically for every category. I also did try and include things for my oily and dry skin girls because I do have combo skin, so I kind of have a little bit of experience with both. So I hope this is helpful, and if you're not a beginner, then these are just amazing products that I think you need to have in your life because they're literally the bomb. Diggity. I will leave everything down below, that way it's not super overwhelming, and if you want to go out to the drugstore and splurge on these goodies, you can just screenshot the description box. So I hope that is helpful. Anyways, enough rambling. I hope you liked the video, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's start with brows. I wanted to include 3 different brow products because with makeup, I know it's all about personal preference, and especially with brows. So first, my absolute favorite, if you watch my videos, you already know what I'm going to say, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I have mine in the shade Brunette. This is hands down the best brow pencil that I have ever used. I love this. It's so comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It really just is the best brow pencil. The tip is really tiny, and then you have a spoolie on the end, which is super convenient. I just love the way my brows look with this. I feel like it cuts me doing my brows literally in half. It used to take me forever to get my brows to look decent, and I don't have the best brows. I don't really like my brows, but I gotta work with what I have. So I just really love this pencil. It makes it super easy to fill them in, to create the illusion of hairs, especially if you have sparse hairs like myself. It's just super easy. Then if you don't really like brow pencils, I really like this Salon Perfect Dark Brown Pomade. You can get Salon Perfect at Walmart, and what I love about this is just how smooth and creamy it is when you apply it in your brows. It makes it so easy to just get in there and just fill them in, make them look a little bit fuller and thicker. I recently have been taking my brow pencil, outlining my brow, and then taking the pomade and filling in the rest of the brow, and I really like the way that it's looking. So I just love it so much. And if your pomade ever gets a little dried out, just take a little drop of baby oil, a Q-tip, and just mix it around, and then it's literally like brand new. So just a little trick for that. Okay, then I have a brow powder. This is like a cute little kit from Ardell. I have this one in the shade Light. I think brow powders are really great for people who already have really good brows to begin with, or maybe if you just want a really natural browed look. And I like this one because it comes with a powder, a soft brown powder that you could use in the crease, a brow bone highlight, and then you get all your little tools in here, like you get tweezers, an angled brush. So this is, I think, perfect for a beginner. So I really, really love this. You can get this at beauty supply stores. I've even seen Ardell at CVS, Walmart, Target, so definitely check it out if you need a good brow kit. Alright, now moving into the eyes. I'm basically showing you guys the products in the order in which I would do my makeup so I can keep everything organized. But for eyeshadow primer, you can honestly just use your concealer and then just set it with a powder if you have super oily lids. But I really don't think an eyeshadow primer is absolutely necessary because concealer basically does the same exact thing. So moving into eyeshadow palettes, I have to mention these Milani palettes, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love these. These came out last year, I'm pretty sure, and they're some of my favorite drugstore eyeshadows. I love just the different color schemes that they have. They have a ton of like warm colors, neutral colored palettes, even colorful ones, which I think are really fun for spring and summer. What I really like about the palettes is the fact that they're not like, they don't have a lot of eyeshadows, which I know that's kind of weird, but when you're a beginner, I feel like when you have a palette with like 50 different shades, it can be super overwhelming. The fact that this only comes with 6 shadows, I think is really, really great for a beginner because you have a good mix of shimmers and mattes, just a perfect palette to create so many different neutral looks with. So the palette I have here is in Earthy Elements, and let's get real, I only bought this because of that orange shade. It is gorgeous. All the shades in here are really pigmented, really beautiful. I do have looks with these palettes that I've done in the past. If you guys want to see how these are in action, I'll leave those linked below, but love it. You can see the pigment is like super on point. And then the other one that I have is in Bare Necessities. This one's more of a neutral tone color, but all the palettes are gorgeous nonetheless. You definitely need to get your hands on these. They actually do come with a brush. I have it in my collection somewhere. The brush that comes with the palettes is actually really good as well, so thumbs up. Alright, moving into eyeliner, I have the Milani Liquid Eyeliner Pencil. This one's in the shade Black. This is my favorite black eyeliner for the waterline, for tight lining. It's so black, so creamy. It doesn't smudge on my contacts, which I think is a plus in my book because I hate when that happens. You guys know that having a smudge on your contact is literally like the worst thing ever. Super random, but I actually found this at TJ Maxx. They do sell Milani at Walmart and CVS, but if you can't find it there, check out TJ Maxx or Marshall's because I found this eyeliner there for $3 and I just love it so much. So this is amazing. Okay, now for liquid liner. I actually don't have one with me. I went out to the drugstore the other day to pick one up from NYC. Apparently NYC is like no longer going to be sold. That's what I heard. They're being discontinued, which is so sad. I love so many of their products. The NYC liquid liner was one of my favorites, but I'll insert a picture of one which I don't have, which was also sold out, but I'll insert a picture of it right here that I think is a really good eyeliner. It's from NYX. It's the matte liquid liner. It's super matte, super black, and I think it gets the job done. So if you need a good liquid liner, check that one out right there. Moving into mascara, I have the Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus. This is such a great mascara. I don't even hear that many people talking about it, but it really deserves some recognition. I love the wand because it's not too fat, it's not too skinny. It's perfect for really getting in your lashes and making them really voluminous, really long, and it separates them. And you can layer this mascara and it doesn't like flake, which I love because I do like to layer my mascaras because I don't have amazing eyelashes. So this just really gets the job done. It's a really good upper and lower lash mascara. Alright, let's move on to the face now. So for primers, I have both by Hard Candy. I love Hard Candy primers. Not all of them are good, but for the most part, a lot of them are. So if you have oily skin, I love the Hard Candy Shine Free Primer. This is one of my favorites because it mattifies my skin without leaving my face feeling super dry and tight. I can still like, you know, move my face when I have the primer on. So I just love the consistency of it and how it smooths out my face without just making it feel gross. So this is great. And then I have the Hard Candy Pore Defense Primer Serum. If you have larger pores or if you just want a really good hydrating, smoothing primer, definitely check this one out. I really like it because it's not overly greasy and overly hydrating. So you could wear this underneath your foundation and it's not gonna like overwhelm your face and make it look like really like chicken grease. And it comes with a pump, which is a plus in my book, and the packaging is just super cute. I'm a sucker for cute packaging, and this, I love it. Alright, next for foundations, I really struggled because I have so many different foundations. Like, I'm a foundation junkie. I love foundations. So I went with two. The first one is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. If you have dry skin and you want a full coverage foundation, girl, look no further. This is such a beautiful foundation. It gives you like this glow from within. I'm actually wearing it today, and the reason I love it is because it doesn't make you look overly greasy. It doesn't have any sparkles in it or glitter. It is just so stunning. I love the coverage, I love the packaging, and I just love this foundation overall. I did a whole review back in the summer with this foundation, and it's so gorgeous. So mine is in the shade 204 Natural Buff, and it says 24 hours. Now, honestly, I don't wear my makeup for 24 hours, but this is very long wearing. And by the end of the day, I kid you not, it still looks super flawless. So love this foundation for my dry, maybe to normal skin girls. Maybe even if you have combo skin like myself, you can totally get away with wearing it. If you have oily skin, I mean, I know people with oily skin don't really want to be more glowy, so I would recommend the L'Oreal Pro Matte. This thing is super matte. It dries to a really matte finish. Don't let that fool you. It's not dry, but it's very matte. So this one is in the shade 106 Sun Beige. Again, this is basically like the Pro Glow, but for oily skin girls. So love this foundation though. It really is so gorgeous on the skin. Next for concealer, I have the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. This one is in the shade Light Medium. Maybelline has my favorite concealers hands down at the drugstore. I love this one. I love the Instant Age Rewind. I love the Fit Me Concealer. They're all just so creamy. They're buildable coverage, and I feel like no matter how much you put on, they just don't cake up. Like, they just blend into the skin like a dream. So if you have not tried Maybelline concealers, definitely give them a try. I still have yet to find a dupe for my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, but Maybelline is definitely right under Tarte Shape Tape. Alright, next up for powders. The first one I have is the original Airspun Loose Face Powder. I have this one in the shade Naturally Natural because every time I go to my drugstore, they always have the translucent one out. Like, they never have it, but I love this one. I used it today to set underneath my eyes, and this is a great powder for baking, for setting your face, for setting underneath your eyes. It does have a really strong scent. When I first got it, I honestly couldn't stand the scent, but I really grew to just deal with it because the powder is just really, really good. It's one of the best translucent powders that I have found that's perfect for baking, because at first I wasn't really into baking because I felt like it was just too drying underneath my eyes and it really accentuated my imperfections. So when I found this powder, I felt like it really got the job done without being too drying underneath my eyes. So this is really good. If you can come by the smell, then I think totally get the powder. I heard that they do have an unscented version that you can get online, I believe, or at CVS. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I heard. But the smell, when you first apply it, it's very overwhelming, but it doesn't last throughout the entire day. It does go away right after you set your makeup and you blend everything out. So just a little FYI, but it is an amazing powder. And then if you want a really good powder to set your face, try the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. Now, one of you guys actually told me that powders that say HD on them usually give you flashback. To be honest, I feel so bad when people ask me, does this give flashback? Do you know? Because I never take pictures with flash, to be quite honest with you. Like, I'm pretty sure this does give you flash because it does say HD on it, but it is so stunning, you guys. Like, if you want a good powder to set your face that makes your face look like a baby's butt, it's basically just a pressed transparent powder. It reminds me of the IT Cosmetics by Pores powder. This is literally the same exact thing for $6. So it just makes everything look super flawless. If you want something that doesn't give you flashback, check out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. That one's also really, really amazing. I'm going to be talking about that in my dupes video, which I'm still working on, so stay tuned. Alright, now for bronzer. I love a lot of drugstore bronzers, but I always go back to the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the shade Cocoa. This is basically just a pressed powder, and I just got it in a really dark shade so that it can be a bronzer for me. Now, I used it today to do a very natural, like, bronzy look, but this is super, super dark. I went really light-handed because this is usually my bronzer in the summer when I'm so dark and tan, because I get really, really dark. Believe it or not, I know I'm super pale right now, but I love this for contouring because it's matte, and I do agree that with the fact that it says super blendable powder. This really is so blendable, so creamy and smooth. When you have a brush, it just glides on the face. So I love this powder. If you are struggling to find your shade in bronzer at the drugstore, just get your favorite powder and just get a little bit of a darker color, like maybe like 2, 3, 4, 10 shades darker, whatever you feel like is necessary for you, and it'll be your perfect bronzer. And since it's matte, you don't have any issues with like shimmer or contouring or anything, so that's what I always do, and this one's one of my all-time faves. Okay, for blush, I know that I just talked about this in my current favorites, but I had to give it another honorable mention. The Maybelline Master Blush Color and Highlight Kit. Girl, if you don't own this, I don't know what you're doing. Go out right now to the drugstore and purchase this because I can't stop talking about it. I can't stop using it. Like, you get 3 full-size blushes and a full-size highlighter. I'm wearing these 2 light blushes today, and then as well as the highlight. You guys, it is so stunning. I'm so impressed with this palette. I had high hopes for this because I really like the other Maybelline palette that comes with a bronzer in it. That one's really amazing as well. But with the highlighter, I was like, it's probably going to be chalky, but it blew my mind away. I've been using this highlighter like non-stop almost every single day because it really is beaming. It's pigmented, it's good quality, and I think for the price, it's amazing. Because sometimes if you go like and buy another regular drugstore blush, it's like $8 to $10, but with this, it's $10 and you get basically 4 full-size products in one, so it's a win-win. So definitely check this out if you need a good everyday palette. And I feel like palettes are really great for beginners because you have everything just compact into one, and you have different blushes for different skin tones or different makeup looks, which is really convenient. Okay, now for setting sprays. Now if you have drier skin or you want just a really glowy look, like dewiness to your face, check out the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. You guys, I love this. I thought I actually lost this and I still have a little bit left. I found it like in the back of my drawer. This is one of my favorite sprays. I like this in the summer a lot because it gives your face just this really like beautiful glow. It doesn't have any shimmer in it at all, but when you set your makeup, it like makes it last, but it gives you this gorgeous glow to your face. It's just stunning. So I think if you have dry skin and you want really dewy, fresh looking, pretty skin, you're really gonna love the Pixie one. You can get Pixie at Target. And then I have recently fallen in love with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. So I feel like anybody could really use this if you have oily or dry skin, but I wanted to throw it in here because it really is such a great setting spray. Like, I've been using this recently. I just got it, but I feel like it really makes a difference with my makeup. It makes everything just like sink into the face, like, if that makes sense. Like, yesterday I did my makeup and I forgot to wear this, and I could just notice my makeup just looked powdery. Like, you could tell that I had makeup on. But when I spray this, it just makes everything just look beautiful, and it literally stays put. So I really like it. It's not oily. It says Prime Correct Set. So you could even use this like as a Smashbox primer water, you know what I mean? Maybe is it a dupe? I don't know. Maybe I'll test it out and let you guys know, but I love this spray. I got mine at Walmart and so good. Okay, and last but not least, lip products. So I wanted to include a lipstick, liquid lipstick, gloss, and a lip liner. Okay, let's start with lip liner. Of course, you guys already know if you watch me, the NYX Slide On Glide On lip liners are the absolute best lip liners I've ever tried from the drugstore. So this one is in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. I also love Sugar Glass. Those are like my two go-tos. This color is perfect for like almost any nude shade of that you have lipstick, lip gloss, liquid lipstick, anything. It just goes with everything. So I just love it. This really glides on the lips and it lasts forever. And then for lipstick, the Rimmel Moisture Renew collection is absolutely amazing. Super, super moisturizing. And I think lipsticks are really great because you don't have to really touch them up very frequently throughout the day, and they're really easy to reapply. So this one is in the shade Nude and the City. Oh my gosh, and these smell like fruity candy. They smell so good. When you apply these to your lips, it literally looks like you have gloss over top. That's how creamy and moisturizing they are. So definitely get you this lipstick because, girl. And they have so many different shades to choose from. So this is just one of the ones that I have that's one of my faves because the color looks really pinky, but it's the perfect everyday nude color. So I love that. And then for liquid lipstick, this was hard. I have a lot of favorite liquid lipsticks. I'm gonna go with the NYX Lingerie line. A lot of people have like mixed reviews about these. I think they're really good. I feel like if you don't layer them, then they won't crumble. Like with any liquid lipstick, if you start applying like 5 layers, it's gonna start crumbling and caking up and it's not gonna look cute. So I have 3 different shades. These are like my 3 favorites, of course. From left to right, I have Push Up, Cashmere Silk, and Lace Detail. Today on my lips, I'm wearing Cashmere Silk. I just love the formula of these. I love how lightweight they are, and I wanted to just talk about these in particular because their collection is basically a nude collection. So they have really light nudes and darker nudes. So I think even if you have a medium to maybe a darker skin tone, you should be able to find your perfect nude shade because that's basically all that their line is nudes. You know what I mean? So of course, you guys know I love my neutral colors, so I had to throw those in there, but I definitely recommend these if you have not gotten your hands on them. I always find mine at Ulta, and they're super, super great. So, okay, and then officially, last but not least, I have a gloss. Again, NYX. I'm sorry that I'm talking about a lot of NYX products. I promise this video is not sponsored, but NYX has amazing lip glosses. The Mega Shine glosses. This one is the Intense Butter Gloss, the regular butter glosses, the Luxe Glam glosses. Like, oh my gosh, they are so creamy. But the Intense Butter glosses in general, they have this rich glossy pigment that when you apply them over top, they are just so luxurious on the lips, and they're super long wearing. To be a $5 lip gloss from the drugstore, like, I'm so impressed. This one is in the shade Tres Leches. It's one of my favorites because obviously it's like a nude, but it's not like a concealer nude. It's not a concealer nude, so you can pair it with a lot of different lips and it just looks really beautiful. Alright guys, so that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these products, what your holy grail products are that you think a beginner should have. Let's all help each other out in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all your love and support. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.